One day on my way to work, all of a sudden, my heart just started rushing and saying, your brother, just pray for your brother. I lost, not in the physical sense, but I lost my brother. He's still here, he's still living, but he unfortunately committed a crime and he was taken away. The crime involved more time on top of what he had done. And it still is very painful because he will be missing out on memories in life with his family, with his 2 little girls. I think for me, the hardest part was when my brother he was exemplary. How could he do something like this? And how could he, there were so many questions that I wondered, where were you when this happened? But prior to a couple of weeks before that, I'm thinking it was when he was missing. On my way to work, my heart, something in me told me, pray for your brother, pray for your brother. Something, something's going on. And so I broke down and I asked God to protect him. Of course, I still didn't know what was going on for a couple of days. And then we found out that he had been taken into custody. And when I tied the incidents and the timing, it was when I was on my way to work that he was being taken away. Things at that moment, I think, could have gone wrong. When I was praying, I think that God was telling me, your brother's in trouble. In our family, everything's a secret, unfortunately. So to protect his family and us, he just didn't share anything about what was happening. I couldn't save him. There was nothing at the moment that I could do to pull him out of his situation. During these 5 years, God has been with me and with my brother, with my family. Although we don't know when my brother is going to come back, God is working things in him to bring him home. We think that we want God to answer our prayers immediately. And there's always little reminders that say, in due time, I'm working through this, be patient. I needed to realize that my family was not above anybody else's family, that things happen in people's lives. So it brought me down to a very humble place, especially when I encountered people that had been through the process who were coming home and trying to make things happen for them. It really brought me to a place of wanting to make sure that I don't judge other people for what has happened in their lives. That was one of the biggest teachings that God gave us. Jesus, he said, accept and don't judge. Love unconditionally. And that's what I've received from Azure Hills. The friendliness of everyone. Without even knowing me, they would wish me happy Sabbath. And of course, it took me back because I'd never experienced that before. After every Sabbath, my husband and my little ones, we would join the luncheons and we would thrive on that. Getting to know families and getting to know a little bit about the community at Azure Hills. And so little by little, Azure Hills became my family. This family loves me. They don't know who I am. They don't know about my brother, and they still accept me. They accept my children. They accept my husband. No judgment whatsoever. So that's always been very, very important to me, to know that no matter what I do, that I will always be loved by God and by this family. I don't know when my brother's coming home, and I don't know the plans that God has for my brother or for my family, but I know that he's coming home. I just know it in my heart, just like I knew that I needed to pray for my brother when he was being taken away. I just have to trust, once again, in our lovingly Father who has shown me that he's not going to abandon him, that he's not forgotten, and that he's a wonderful, loving God, and he will return him to us in due time. My name is Lupita Berry, and this is my story.
I'm Pastor Tara Van Cross, and we're so glad that you've tuned into our Azure Hills Church YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe, and click on the bell so that you'll be notified every time we share new videos. We are so glad that you're here. Until next time, please know that we're praying for you as you continue to be a voice of hope.